Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson. Available wherever podcasts can be found, and of course, taped live at the Twitch at twitch.tv/Steve and Larson. Of course, this is the go-home week to Revolution, isn't that right?
Is.
Yeah, it's going down on Sunday, I think.
Sunday.
Was there a time when they used to do Saturday pay-per-views? Did they flip-flop with WWE?
Early on they did, yeah.
Yeah,
Early on they did do Saturday pay-per-views.
All right. Yeah. Sunday's fine, though. That's cool. It's going to be a long-ass show. I'm going to sleep in on Sunday. I'm going to watch some Wire. I'm going to do nothing except watch Revolution on Sunday and then do that recap.
Well, you just said you're going to watch The Wire on Sunday.
No, I mean, like, check my brain at the door. Like, the Wire doesn't require any thought. I'm not going to work at all on Sunday is my point. Sometimes I like to sit here and I'll do a stream or I'll cut a video or something. Like today on Wrestle Juice, what is the mysterious W Wrestling channel? Find out at Wrestle Juice. So yeah, that's going down. So that should be a lot of fun. We might have a new, what's the tag team at? We might have new tag champions. I think.
I'd be surprised. If it's Jurassic Express versus Redragon versus Young Bucks.
Jurassic Express. Yeah, I know they're probably going to cancel each other out, but Jurassic Express, they just feel like transitionary tag champions. They should be anyways. Should be LAX having those titles. Anyway, so that's cool. And then, otherwise everything's pretty much par for the course in terms of the channel. We've got Smash Zone coming back this week on the Twitch, so make sure you're following us at the twitch.tv/Steven Larson. Happy birthday to the Enforcer. Let's do our new happy birthday song. Happy birthday to the Enforcer.
He's the best.
He's older now than he was before, but that is every day for us because time doesn't stop. Anyways, man.
Every day we get older, man.
That's true. Time is a flat circle and all that.
Indeed.
You know what else is a flat circle? The Cody Rhodes leaving AEW, man. That's the gift that keeps on giving, so to speak. Anyways, let's talk about that.
Let's do that.
What did the master of the Diamond Cutter have to say about this, Larson?
Well, yeah. So following an announcement a couple weeks back that Cody Rhodes is leaving AEW, sources close to Cody as well as Cody himself have been fairly mum. I know Cody and Brandy each released statements, but beyond Cody apparently telling Sean Ross Sapp he's a stay-at-home dad now. Not much from the American Nightmare. Well, Fightful Select, by the way. Go subscribe to Fightful Select. It's awesome. Fightful Select got some quotes from two sources, including, as Steve mentioned, Master Diamond Cutter. And these quotes may shed some additional light on why Cody chose to leave. One source told Fightful, quote, Tony Khan has money, and that's not what motivated Cody here, seemingly dispelling the idea that Cody left AEW because of like an underwhelming monetary number in his contract offer. Additionally, Fightful got DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, friend of Cody's,
DDP, self-high five,
to speak about what he knew about Cody's departure. This is what DDP had to say. Quote, Cody called me 2 days before. He said, listen, I'm going to tell you something, but I can only tell you so much. But I know if I don't call you and tell you, you're going to want to kill me.
Wow.
You'll be so pissed off. So I have to call and tell you that I love Tony Khan. He's a great guy. He loves me, but we're going to split up. And when I go off and do something else, I can't tell you about what it is right now, but I promise at some point I will. Bang.
Bang. I hope that
I had the bang.
I hope
he'd say that.
Yeah, that's not canon. I hope this whole conversation sounds like it's being made from a phone booth in the middle of the night and it's raining outside. I know if I don't call and tell you, you're going to want to kill me. You'll be so pissed off. But listen, Paige. I love Tony Khan. He's a great guy. He loves me. I'm in a glass case of emotion. We're going to split up and I want to go off and do something else. What a weird conversation that sounds like. So, yeah, the first bit about Tony Khan having money, and that's not what motivated Cody here. There were earlier reports that was sort of the case. I wonder if it's a matter of it wasn't like, yeah, Tony Khan has money. Cody wanted one thing. He wanted creative control to a degree, some amount of creative say.
He wanted some creative input, yeah.
Right. He wanted to make his music, right?
Yeah.
But if you're not going to give me the ability to make music, can you at least pay me a lot of money? Show me that you love me, Tony, be it through creative control or a lot of dollar signs. And then or a lot of zeros rather. And Tony Khan was like, well, how about no and no, because I'm already paying a bunch of people a lot of money. And I don't really find the value in you because all your segments are dumpster fires.
and the majority of the crowd seemingly boos you then.
Right. And I don't know what this whole thing is with, like, you threatening to do the pedigree. You seem to be obsessed with being Triple H, but you're not really. I don't know. It was probably like just you're high maintenance, man. You need I'm not going to give you all that much money. So, yeah, interesting. So I don't know.
It could be. It could be.
When is the Pat McAfee Vince McMahon thing that we theorize?
Thursday.
That's this Thursday happening.
Thursday, I believe.
Okay.
We must do a special podcast on Thursday.
Yeah.
Cover that.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, well, we're going to be around on Thursday. We do our UK live stream. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do that. That sounds cool. Let's talk about this, man, because this, I don't know. It's always kind of interesting to hear what leaders in wrestling journalism have to say versus what common sense kind of tells you. So this is all about title unification. So,
yes,
given that WWE just announced that Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania was going to be a title unification match, and they're very specific, and they emphasize unification match. You'd assume that would mean
they said it was the biggest WrestleMania match of all time.
Right. Yeah.
And part of that was because it's unification bout.
Right. So you'd think that would mean there would only be one world championship being defended after WrestleMania, as you so eloquently put here, the showcase of the immortals. According to the Wrestling Observer himself, Dave Meltzer, that assumption would be wrong. Maybe they're saying it to fool us, because he said on Sunday's edition of Wrestling Observer Radio that, quote, the deal here is that it is a unification match. From what I am told, it's the same idea as the last time they unified the titles. Remember, so he says, remember like 20 years ago, 18 years ago, when they did, and then like a week later, they just handed a belt to Triple H. I was told that it is not feasible in the modern environment to not have each brand, given the two networks, have a champion. So this would be a unification match, and then they'll not forget about it, but there's going to be two champions. So actually, last time they unified the titles was back in 2013 until 2016 when they had the new brand split.
Yeah. He's referring to, though, when they had the unification of the
Jericho
titles.
Unified,
it wasn't just a week later. I don't think.
No,
it was a short time.
Jericho. No, what happened was Jericho unified him. There was a unified championship until September of 2002. Brock was then convinced by Stephanie to go to SmackDown exclusively, and then a week later. So, like, there was that unified championship for a little while, then a week later, Bischoff, when Raw didn't have a championship, Bischoff just handed the old WCW belt, which had a brand new lineage. It's weird because they did that, and yet the U.S. title still has technically the lineage going all the way back to like the 70s or whenever that particular title started.
Yeah. Well, it was also around that time that they when they brought back the World Heavyweight title, and they for a while absorbed the Intercontinental title into that.
Yeah, and that was only like 7 months. That was weird too.
Yeah.
So look, for all I know, Meltzer's right, and his guy is telling him this. Common sense to me says that's bullshit, because if I'm USA Network, there's one of two things that can happen. So Brock Lesnar has said on the Pat McAfee show that he wants to stick around. He wants to be there still. And he's doing it for fun because he doesn't need the money. He's been good with his money. If he actually means he wants to stick around to the degree that he's there now, or even the old Brock Lesnar schedule when he was the top champion, you keep him on Raw, and then I guess you do this. You throw him another title.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. If Brock is going to stick around on Raw, then we'll have WrestleMania 2 weeks later. Hey, guess what? We need our own belt here on Raw.
Yeah.
Let's have like a four-man tournament to determine the new champion, the new Raw Unified Champion or something. I don't know what the heck they're going to call it.
On the other hand, but here's the problem with that, and this is why I kind of feel like this isn't going to be the case. USA will still be stuck with the secondary guy because Roman Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're going to be stuck with the secondary guy, the top secondary guy that you could probably have is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
based on power rankings within the WWE universe.
Do you think
it's a 1A, 1B situation?
Regardless of whether or not you think it should go down like this, do you think that they're going to overbook Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar?
At WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Roman's going to win, but it's going to be overbooked to a degree. Yeah. Because we've already seen this match happen recently.
Yeah.
With these two versions of these characters.
Yeah, was it?
And Roman won that one.
Crown Jewel, right? Or something like that? What was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was Crown Jewel.
I think so.
Yeah.
Where Heyman threw the belt in the ring, like right in between the two of them.
So that's the thing, though. Like, we've already seen it be overbooked with the swerve.
Yeah.
Like, and it did, like, that wasn't enough. Like, Roman has to get what I think needs to be a clean win over Brock Lesnar. I think that's why he puts up the big thing about this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Even if Roman wins clean, Brock Lesnar's a hell of a secondary champion.
Exactly.
That's one thing we can definitely agree on. And maybe Roman sticking around is enough for USA to be like, okay, well, no, he's on par with Roman Reigns. He's a name that should get us up to where we want to be in the ratings. But I don't know. I kind of feel like if Roman is the guy who unifies the titles, you just sort of put him on Raw also. You know, it's not like he has to work every week. There are weeks that he can take off because that's a lot. You keep him off house shows or something because those are crap anyways. So yeah, I don't know. I would be surprised if they just did that same thing that they did back then. I'd be kind of surprised at that because what are they going to do? Like Roman has the unified title. What?
This is what they could do.
Yeah.
This is what they could do. They could have a thing where Roman wins both the titles and he's just defending the title exclusively on SmackDown, even though Adam Pearce is like, you got to come to Raw and defend this title. You got to come to Raw and defend this title. He's like, no, SmackDown's my show. I'm the head of the table here. No. And eventually, after all, they, in essence, strip Roman of half of his unified title.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like it. That's the way they could do it.
I always like to try to think, what would they do that wouldn't be too weird?
Yeah.
And that seems weird. That seems like when there was something weird that I suggested they were going to do. I forget what it was. But yeah, it's like maybe they'll do this. Oh, I was going to say maybe Brock would win and just like not care about the WWE title and then move on to the, go back into the Royal Rumble. But it's not. He ended up just losing the title because of Roman. So, yeah, I don't know. Because here's the thing also. Let's say they don't. Let's say Roman's like, oh, I've Rawgate mutanted the WWE and the Universal title. What are they going to do? Another like a Galaxy title? What are they like? What is this other title that's going to come out of the woodworks?
I don't know. No idea.
I don't know. So I don't know, man. Like Meltzer, I like Meltzer, but I don't know about this. I feel like USA is going to be like, look, $1 billion means we get your top draw. Okay. So you bring him over here. That's what you do. And Roman is on Raw and SmackDown. And you just have the A story, and ideally the mid-card titles will be elevated and they make those matter more. But
I don't know.
It feels like, especially on Raw, like the Raw tag titles are like the secondary championships because you have like the cool shit happening there. You got RK Bro. You got Rollins and Kevin Owens.
And then you got Alpha Academy doing really fun work too.
They got some cool stuff going on now.
So we'll see. Speaking of WrestleMania, it's 2 days of WrestleMania, so that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it was revealed last week that Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey was going to happen on day one of WrestleMania 38. Then that'll be announced today that the Raw Women's title bout between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair would also be happening on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I assumed you have two women's titles matches. You have one each day.
Yeah.
That's how they did it last year.
Somebody doesn't know what they want to main event night one, but they know they want it to be one of those titles.
It seems that's the case.
They don't know what they want to do.
That seems to be the case.
Let's see what starts trending on Twitter. It's going to be Becky Bianca. When I saw this, I was like, oh, Vince doesn't know, but that's the popular choice, and that's what's going to happen.
Probably. It should. That's the one with the longest build. It's the one with the better story.
Do you think this has anything? It also, do you think it has anything to do? Is after, like, since Ronda's return, is Vince having second thoughts about what he's going to do with that SmackDown title and Ronda Rousey? She came back all grumpy and stuff, and apparently she had a really long conversation with Vince, which apparently recently she opened up about that. And he was like, it's not about you, it's about them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they don't feel like she's getting the reception they want. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of surprised. Like I said, I just thought they'd have the SmackDown Women's title day one, and then have the Raw Women's title day two.
Mm-hmm,
but now if they're both in the same night, then Bianca versus Becky should main event night one.
It really should.
Heck yeah.
It really should.
That's the better story, longer build.
Yeah. And you're helping and for
you're making a new superstar. Last year Bianca became a star.
Yeah.
When she main evented night one with Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
This year, beating Becky, superstar status. And part of the story they're telling with this match is the only two women to win main event WrestleMania matches.
Yeah.
It's the story kind of demands that it's the main event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
It really does. I hope it is.
I agree. They should do it that way. Maggie asked, did you guys see Bischoff's quote on Ronda? Yeah, he said it looked like she don't want to be there. Essentially. And he's kind of right. Like, it looks like, I don't know, it's sort of underwhelming. I like the little gimmick they did with the hand behind the back at the Saudi show. I thought that was fun.
That she seemed like she was having fun with that. She doesn't look like she's having fun when she has to talk.
Yeah, I don't think she likes doing that.
When she has to do interviews and promos. She doesn't look like she's having fun with that at all.
Yeah.
At all.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Maybe wrestling is fun, but doing the promo stuff not so much.
If you're gonna get that big money, you gotta be multidimensional. You gotta be able to do all that stuff. You gotta handle that stuff because that's like an important part of the job right there.
Oh, absolutely. Get happy, Steve.
Woo!
All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, tell me why first, please.
It's finally coming to the West Coast.
Oh, that's cool.
They AEW announced that they're having two shows after Double or Nothing. They will be at the Forum in Inglewood, California, June 1st. That's Dynamite. And then the Toyota Arena in Ontario, California, June 3rd. That's a Friday. There'll be a Rampage / Dark or Elevation taping.
It's like 400 miles away.
Yeah.
Come up north a little bit. And I'm not talking about San Francisco. I'm talking about out here in Sacramento,
He's talking
baby.
about basically this backyard.
Golden One Center is like a $40, $30 Uber ride. So if you please just do Golden One Center. It's a wonderful, venue. It's lovely.
It is. Or Memorial Auditorium is a fun venue with some character. It's much smaller.
Yeah, it's like 2,000 people.
Yeah, maybe.
This is AEW, man. This ain't some, hole in the wall. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's progress. It's progress. But I'll be happy when they come out here, man. We'll get to vlog for Friendo Club TV channel. Mm-hmm. Have some treats at Golden One. Let's do that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That's cool. It's about time. I think they're going to do this before pandemic.
Yeah,
and then pandemic happened.
And once they're, they just announced these two shows. Not all the time, but often when they do shows, weekly TV, it's regional.
Yeah.
So maybe at some point they'll, after in the summer or so, they'll come up this way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that'd be cool. Get up here, man.
That would be cool. Speaking of not cool, we have some injuries in New Japan Pro Wrestling that's going to preclude one of the favorites for the New Japan Cup from competing in the New Japan Cup. So New Japan announced yesterday Kota Bushi, who got hurt in the G1 final, not cleared to compete in the anniversary show or the New Japan Cup, sending my entire bracket into disarray.
Oh, wow.
Because we're doing picks.
Yeah,
for
we're doing
New Japan Cup.
Big deal. Big
and
deal.
I thought Kota Bushi was not a lock, but nearly a sure thing to win this tournament.
Yeah, man. The pressure's on you to retain Big Red here in the month of March. Now that we're, in a month with, a little heft to it. I mean, you won the easy month. That's a short month. I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, this right here, This is tough.
Yeah,
here.
this New Japan Cup bracket we got. It's a lot of points involved. A lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
No kidding.
But wishing Kota Ibushi. He's one of my favorite wrestlers in the entire world. Wishing him a speedy recovery. He's had a really bad run of luck the last year and a half.
Yeah,
and hopefully that run of luck turns to his favor. Because,
absolutely.
When he's healthy, he's one of the best damn wrestlers in the whole world. So wishing Kota Ibushi the absolute best.
100%. Absolutely. Yeah. We got a Raw tonight where we've got a United States Championship defense. Damian Priest puts his U.S. title.
Hold on, who?
Damian Priest.
Thank you.
Okay. Puts his title on the line against Finn Balor. We'll do that one.
Yeah.
Finn Balor.
Should have known that.
Damian doesn't really do his deep voice anymore, so it's sort of lost a little bit of its luster.
I know. I guess we got to reserve the
do
deep,
Finn Balor though.
The deep voice for if for whatever reason he ever goes back to being Punishment Martinez. Like Punishment Martinez.
I can't believe they took away my deep voice when I was in the Federation. It's back now. Now that I'm in AEW, I'm gonna cause some punishment.
And then Edge is gonna take a seat and address his the fuck. Didn't he do this last week? Edge addressed his WrestleMania
challenge.
future.
But he's probably going to issue another remind everybody that he did open challenge last week. Maybe someone will step up. Maybe not.
You know, sit down again in a chair because he's too lazy to stand up and roam around like everybody else.
No, man, that's atmosphere. It's cinematic. That's how he does things these days.
It's also easier to do it that way.
It is.
I find like I can think better when I'm sitting down, not having to think about keeping my legs straight.
And I think the best when I brush my teeth or I'm in the shower. That's when I have my best thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. I think mine come to me when I'm driving. I don't really pay attention to the road that much. I just think about everything else.
I'm blasting music, singing along. I don't do a whole lot of thinking in the car.
So hold on loosely.
Yeah, singing
Don't
some 38
let
special.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
See Enforcer's birthday.
Playing air
He's
guitar at
gonna lose
stoplights.
control.
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and answer some questions here.
Answer questions, yeah.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So hold on, Bruce Lee.
Maggie gifting a sub to Lobby Bashley. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you, Maggie. That's very nice. Lobby Bashley earlier said, when is W Wrestling coming out? Oh, W Wrestling. Let's see here. Yeah, I got to get to the Twitter here to get these questions. First up, I'm not even on the right account.
All right, very well. Don Wagner, B-Man. Power rank potential proxies for both Pat and Vince that aren't Austin and Cody.
Okay.
I mean, the early word is like the match is going to be Pat versus Vince.
It is not going to be Pat versus Vince.
Meltzer said here, I have the quote here. Vince is 76 years old, and while he'll be advertised for the match, we're told it'll be a complete smoke and mirrors event.
Okay, is that Meltzer being clever with the Cody stuff?
It could be. It could. Know what it could be? It could be something like Bret Hart versus Vince at WrestleMania, where it's just absolutely overbooked, and all that Bret had to essentially do was put him in a sharpshooter.
Oh,
right?
Man, I thought you said Bret Hart was going to be Pat McAfee's proxy.
No.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or it could just be really overbooked. Like, essentially, it's supposed to be Vince versus Pat McAfee, but Austin Theory ends up doing most of the heavy lifting for Vince,
Yeah. They should get somebody in, like, a green suit to be Vince. Vince hologram.
Or he could be, or Meltzer could be trying to be clever here with the smoke and mirrors
How
thing.
about this? That sounds like it's got to be the case, right? He said smoke and mirrors. What is he, WWE's Twitter account? What the fuck? You're a journalist.
I don't know.
Stop playing coy with us.
I know. Just
give us the info.
If you know info, Meltzer, give it to us.
Man, you either give us the info. I'm paying $10 a month for your newsletter, man. Help me Kip Up. That's funny. Yeah. No. Okay. So you take Cody out of the equation. How about this? I got mine. Bang. Best answer.
Okay.
I'll come up with the best answer for Pat. And when I say best, I mean worst. And then you give me the best, worst answer for Vince. Best answer for Pat is his broadcast partner, heel Michael Cole.
All right.
The worst WrestleMania participant maybe in history.
It was bad. It was bad. So for Vince, it's Johnny Ace.
Oh, shit. That's the worst. That's the people power. Dropping that Ace Crusher.
Yep.
Who wins Johnny Ace versus heel Michael Cole?
Well, it wouldn't be heel Michael Cole. This would be wrestler Michael Cole.
Well, heel Michael Cole would come out of retirement.
Oh, gotcha. Is Michael Cole still jacked? Because he was pretty buff for a spell.
I feel like I think he's less jacked now, but I feel like he's in better shape than before he got jacked. Like he was in dog shit shape, and then he loked out.
He was jacked. He was super jacked.
And then I think he's sort of in a happy medium at this point.
In between. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give the edge to Michael Cole, I guess.
Oh, really? I was going to give the edge to Johnny Ace.
Mm-mm.
Dropping Ace Crushers on people?
No, I don't think that's going to happen. Jason Lewis, what main eventer in their current promotion would you like to see win a lower title? Says, I would love to see Brock win the tag titles with Austin Theory.
Oh, I want to see Brock win the tag titles with Sami Zayn.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's what I want to see, but that's a great question. What main eventer in their current promotion would you like to see win? Oh, this is easy. I want to see Okada win King of Pro Wrestling.
That'd be good.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Okada. You know he wants to. You know the man wants to do the comedy
stuff. Kayfabe or this is for real, but he invented that.
I think he actually invented it. Well, yeah. As according to the press conference anyways.
Yeah. That's his creation. Let him win it at some point.
Yeah, no, that's right. Karen's got it right. The Kazuchika Okada Pro Wrestling. Yeah.
That'd be great. Jonathan asks, how will we be celebrating Enforcer's birthday?
I'm assuming he's doing something. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch tonight. I hope I hope he's doing whatever he wants to do. If he wants to stream on Twitch with me, great. If he's doing something for his birthday, I hope he goes out and has fun. I hope that guy goes to. He says I do not. He said here in the chat, I do nothing. Go to Walmart.
Yeah.
Go to the basketball aisle, man.
There you go.
See what's there.
Yep. Mikhail asks, with Vince McMahon possibly having a match at Mania this year, power rank worst to best Vince Mania matches. You got Shane at WrestleMania 17, Hogan.
That was a 19. Bloody match.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels, 22, Bret Hart, 26. Well, the Bret Hart one is last. That match is.
I don't know how any of them could be worse than the Bret Hart match. That was terrible. That was dog shit.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. I'd probably say like Shawn Michaels can get a good match out of anybody. One. And then Shane and Hogan, probably whatever order you want in between, and then the Bret one last.
So I'm gonna guess because these are actual matches that happened, right?
Yeah, these are all ones that have actually happened. Yeah,
I'm gonna guess. That logic isn't really sound. Well, okay, yeah, like you said with Shawn Michaels. You guys remember if the Shawn Michaels match was any good? Let's find out what Meltzer had to say about this.
Remember there was that spot where he put the garbage can over Vince's head and did the elbow off the ladder through the table. Remember correctly?
HBK versus Vince. Oops.
It's Mania 22.
Oh, okay, cool.
Unless I'm thinking of another match.
Let's see here. WrestleMania 22. Let's take a look at what Dave Meltzer had to say.
No, Mr. Sinister says that's correct. Good. My memory didn't fail me for once.
All right, so Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon got 3.5 stars. All right. Sounds like a pretty decent match.
What about the Hogan one at 19?
19 Meltzer star. Let's find. Survey says this. I feel like did not do very well. I do remember being very. Oh yeah, I got 3 stars. That's not terrible.
What about Shane at WrestleMania 17?
Let's find out. Of course. Shane versus Vince at Mania 17 was okay. 3 stars also.
All right.
That Bret Hart one had to have been. I'm just curious at this point.
If it wasn't like 1 star, it might have been dud territory.
Yeah. What was this WrestleMania 26?
26.
26. Yeah, that was a boy. That was a. Let's see here. Wow, not rated. I think he thought that was such dog shit that it didn't even bother.
Oof.
That's terrible.
Oof.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
White Brownie asks, with 2K22 releasing next week, are there any current plans on bringing back We Book Raw? Or are you guys doing something different this time? I'd really like to do We Book Raw. I think it'd be fun if you hopped in an Uber and got over here, or drove yourself or whatever. And we sit here and we just like bet on the simulated stuff. I think that could be fun.
Excuse me.
Do like a
that could be fun.
do like a monthly show type thing.
Something worth investigating, that's for sure.
Yeah.
A dude called Quest. We all know that. Sorry, a dude called Quest. We all know that Roman had a great repackage, but now I feel that there is no other wrestler who can feud with him. What is next for Roman? Thanks, Friendo. So after Brock, what's next?
So doesn't this also necessitate Roman being on Raw as well as SmackDown? Given that there is nobody left on SmackDown for Roman Reigns. Nobody that makes any sort of sense.
There's Drew McIntyre. I know we've seen them feud, but there's Drew.
Yeah, but like you just said, we've seen them. He beat Drew. That was like clean. I mean, it was
overbooked. It was overbooked.
It was overbooked, but it was a win. It was not something that I don't really know if they'd want to revisit. I mean, yeah, that's a name, but like the larger story is, okay, what do you do after WrestleMania Backlash?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
There's a ton of names over on
Raw,
Raw that would make total sense. You got Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Orton, Riddle, Austin Theory. You've got a ton of people over there.
Hold on, I got to interrupt you. Muta Mayday has some breaking news. Huge title change. Adam Cole won the BTE Championship.
What was the event?
That kind of solidifies in my mind that he's not winning the AEW title on Sunday.
Oh, that ain't.
He's already got a belt.
Yeah,
I know it's not happening.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He's got the BTE title. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
If he wore it on TV.
Yeah, that looks so weak. Let's see here.
Blake Elizondo wants us to answer a question from Raj Giri.
Okay.
Who changed U.S. wrestling more, Rey Mysterio or CM Punk?
Oh shit, man. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one, isn't it? I don't know.
Kind of leaning towards Rey.
Niles here says Rey Mysterio easy, but I don't know if that's all that easy. But I think probably Rey.
I think probably
Rey.
Probably Rey. Probably. Yeah.
Probably Rey.
I think so. Maximus, with the proposed confirmed matches so far, are you excited for WrestleMania 38? I'm very disappointed, honestly, but I'm curious on your thoughts. It's WrestleMania. You know, whatever qualms I have about WWE creative leading up to WrestleMania, at least the last couple years, last 3-4 years, WrestleMania has been a pretty fun show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Dude, listen to these matches. We've got Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. That's going to be a banger match. It's going to be a banger match.
Yep.
I know that there's a segment of people that are tired of Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. To me, this is a completely refreshed situation. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's a big match.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think I have no idea what to expect from Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. I'm sure it'll be entertaining. I'll probably get a good giggle out of it. I don't know what's going to happen with the U.S. title. That's sort of up in the air. If they do Edge versus AJ, that's going to be a hell of a match.
That'll be a great match. So you probably have the Intercontinental title night 1.
Oh shit, I don't know.
And then the U.S. title match night 2. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything involving RK Bro, Alpha Academy, and Seth and Kevin Owens
will be fun. Yeah,
is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. It's WrestleMania. It's a big event. We're gonna have a lot of fun watching it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe one of the mods can put up a poll. Because J-Mart says I'm a punk mark, but it's Ray. I feel like it's probably Ray.
Yeah, I think it is Ray. I think it is. Organ Grinder asks, what's the greatest contract signing segment in wrestling history? This is the first one that popped in my head, and that's Punk Cena SummerSlam 2011.
It's either that one or it's Punk Triple H. That was a killer one too, because they got to revisit the stuff from that Cena one. Yeah, punk contract signings are kind of on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Was the bit with, what was the nature of the segment that led to Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda? That wasn't a contract signing, was it? The whole being arrested thing backstage?
I don't believe so.
Because, man, that was great.
That was great.
All raised out to a commanding lead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ray's the right answer. Lord Ziffer, keep seeing people say Balor should lose via DQ tonight, then Demon Balor should win the U.S. title at Mania. Would you guys rather Balor go into Mania as champ or win the title at Mania? Oh, maybe they do a thing where Damian just becomes full-on Damian, and he has to take on Demon Balor at WrestleMania. So you got Damian versus Demon.
It'd be kind of cool if they gave Damian, like if it was just Damian, and he had like a bit of a sort of a satanic repackaging. That could be kind of cool.
That could be interesting.
Might be cheesy as fuck.
You do that, and then when he turns face, you do it like Keith on Righteous Gemstones. The Reformed Satanist guy.
Keith, yeah. I thought you said Keith. Dude, why is there dick and balls in every episode?
I know.
It's so great. Did you get to the part where he's under him doing Keith is spotting him and he's weightlifting? And it's just you see a nut.
Yeah,
that
was funny.
See a nut.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh man, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. I don't know. Demon Balor at Mania, sure, why not? Demon Balor's all full of spectacle and shit. Why not do it? I'm down with that.
Sure, why not?
I don't care. Look, if they end up putting the U.S. title on Balor, I'd be kind of surprised, but I'd be into it because I love Finn Balor. I think he's great.
Yeah, same. Hart the Duchy says, for each of you, what is your favorite wrestling game? WCW versus NWO World Tour on the N64.
That is probably my favorite as well. I'm always stuck between that and No Mercy because No Mercy is smoother. You can like jump, you can slide into the ring. It's a smoother, but the same engine. But man, the simplicity of World Tour is really a sight to behold. It is great.
It really is. Well, actually, my answer might actually be Virtual Pro Wrestling 64.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of that one.
The lineup to that game is great. The gameplay is pretty the same as World Tour. It's got Minoru Suzuki in it. Yeah. And I've never lost a match with Minoru Suzuki in that game.
The best opening cutscene, though, is Revenge.
Revenge is great.
It's beautiful.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a great question from Rody Codes. Says, it turns out the Saudi government is a huge fan of Going in Raw. So much so, they're willing to give you unlimited money to put together your own WWE card. What pay-per-view do you do, and how do you book it? So this is, of course, with the understanding that us or our management company would be willing to deal with the Saudi Arabia government.
I mean, there's only one correct answer, and that's a We Book Raw show where you package everybody in their We Book Raw characters.
Right. What if they were a huge fan of We Book Raw, and they were like, listen, we have a guy, we're going to doll him up with like some Tom Savini-esque stuff for Rawgate Mutant. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. We had like specialized show names for We Book Raw, didn't we? No, we just used what they had.
Yeah, we just used the pay-per-view names. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one we really deviated from Stomping Grounds, we made a shoot fight tournament.
Yeah, but it was still called Stomping Grounds.
Yeah. That might have been our best show.
Let's make one up on the spot. Give us, so like Saudi Arabia, for example, has Crown Jewel. They've got they had Super Showdown. That was like an international thing. They did that in Australia also.
Yeah, they did. We
need our own Steven Larson.
Rawgate Mania.
That's good. Rawgate Mania. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Backlash. How about this? Backlash 2018.
That's a terrible show.
2. It's Backlash 2018.
Rawgate Backlash.
That's good. Rawgate Backlash. I like that. That's good. Let's see here. Lane asks, is there any way you guys can stop putting spoilers in your thumbnails so I can subscribe back to the channel again? So I'll be honest, I understand, but it's kind of standard practice at this point. And like
beyond us, the standard practice.
Right. It's in the industry of the silly stuff that we do. I don't think we spoil in the title.
Not for pay-per-views now.
Right. So you can actually change your notifications on your phones to not see the thumbnail in your notifications. I think you can do that. But we'll probably continue to spoil stuff in the thumbnails.
It's better for business.
Yeah.
As much as it might irritate viewers and cause them to not sub or unsub to the channel, the grand scheme of things.
It helps with our viewers, it helps with our business.
It does.
So, yeah, we're probably just going to keep on doing that.
Blue here asks, say you're going to get in the pro wrestling business with the ultimate goal of joining WWE. Does it even make sense anymore to work on the indies or smaller promotions first? Should you instead be focusing on doing something, become a part of the Performance Center instead? Yeah.
So there does seem to be an odd middle ground at this point where it might benefit you to get some amount, like Idris Enofe, okay? And I think I read that was going to be kind of the target, is somebody who hasn't made a huge name for themselves. They're okay with some experience in the indie ranks. And then you go to one of their tryouts, because like the WWE, they still hold tryouts and they still have indie wrestlers show up. But it seems like, I like the going through. I mean, the only other thing is, should you be focusing on doing something to become part of the PC instead? The only thing you can really do to get into the PC, seemingly, is to be a collegiate athlete or succeed in some other athletic endeavor. And I don't know that, I mean, college isn't necessarily an option for everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe you do enough wrestling training so that when you go and do the WWE tryout, you at least can compete. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm, you're not going to gas yourself out.
Yeah.
You're going to be in good enough shape to handle all the drills they're going to have you do without throwing up everywhere.
Find a good, like, backyard federation.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Mayor Planet Houston. What's better, Brock Lesnar's meat seasoning or JR's barbecue sauce? I haven't had either of them.
Yeah, I don't know. No idea. Let's see here.
Cameron asks, will Matt Cardona have a better overall belt collector run than Kenny Omega?
Kenny's was pretty good.
Yeah, Cardona has 6 belts now? He's got a bunch. He won one this weekend.
Yeah, is that still including the ECW television title?
I think so. I think he still has that.
Okay, he's got the NWA title, the internet title, and he won Impact digital media
one, and then he won one this weekend.
Oh, did he?
That's at least 5. He had a picture, and there's a bunch of belts there.
Okay. I mean, it's if we're power ranking this by prestige, then it's Kenny, obviously. But he's having a lot of fun with his stuff, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
It is.
So I'll go with that. Yeah. Anyways, we should do for like the month of April or something. We should invite him to become predictions champion, to participate in predictions, so he can pick up.
There you go.
Try to pick up that title too. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways,
interesting.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for our Raw review at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, here live on the Twitch. And then, of course, it goes out everywhere else after that. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.